Oh well, so I've watched a bit of Gucci. All right, now get on back with Star Trek. You know, there wasn't enough Klingon and Vulcans in Gucci. Okay, can always perfect, and I've been tinkering with the setting delays on the surround speakers, the surround channels. Um, Adding specific delay times, very short delay times, not very long, drastic delays, because a few millisecond is like, or is like sometimes, depending on the amount of milliseconds, it adds up into a second, and then would add up into about 1 foot and so on. You know, that's a nice sound, nice in-head sound. Um, on the bass, bit of bass mid. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gone past it. No, gone past. There we go. Wait for it to come up. Okay. So, the thing is with the Crown, the CTS 8200s, or the thing with this is there's the input level. That's the input level. Input level is, according to what I can see, is relatively low in level. I mean, it's showing like minus 50 at sometimes. But the amplifier amplifies. But behind that, it's just going to be a bit of. You can just see the blue levels coming up there very faintly. The levels up at the top here are the output level. That's the output level of the amplifier going out to the speakers, and the input level going to run the amplifier is down there. I'm thinking of boosting the level input and getting it up a little bit more higher without probably injecting too much signal noise. Otherwise, I'm just going to hear it. It's going to be audible as maybe might be a ground hum there that could be easily isolated by grounding, or there might be some strange signal noise, might be due to the DSP electronics, because all these amplifiers today have DSPs, and you're going to get some sort of strange digital clocking sound noise or what. I'm curious why the amplifier was discontinued so flipping soon. It's not like it was only in production for a few years and then discontinued. Gosh, is that the way they do business? Anyway, so I've taken out some of the FBQs because I'm no longer using them for the no, there was a problem there. I think it was a problem with wire connecting them in the signal chain, because I had them going after the output on the DCX, but they're going to be pushing about plus 4 dB on their output as well as that, and because it's balanced audio, but my input signal coming down, because that's unbalanced, and the signal coming down, even though that's neither here or there, because that's probably running like minus whatever, maybe minus 10, usually plus 4 dB. Some movie levels reach with fader at 0, sometimes almost reach over bloody sheer deafening bloody movies sort of thing. let me just pause while I get my thinking. So, I've looked into, oh gosh, I need to go to bed. You can get converters to, say, put the unbalanced signal in and then convert it, and then have the signal bumped up to plus 4 dB. So, because the levels on the input here should be going a little bit more high, otherwise the unit doesn't see the full potential. It's only getting like half, sort of thing. It needs to be up a little bit. But for the moment, I've taken the FBQs out because, the amplifiers was running them on, and the HF, the JBL HF ones, their sensitivity and so forth. There was signal noise getting behind it, like hiss, hiss. I get enough of that with my tinnitus, and I was thinking, crikey, I don't need to hear this hiss, because if I were to test each bit of equipment, put it on a bench, put the oscilloscope up there, put an RTA, run it specifically through RTA and test to see if there's any notorious hiss, signal strange noise ratio. Otherwise, I'll get to the point. I'm gonna put the what's down there, the DEQ down here. That's the DEQ. Those are the FBQs. That's the DEQ. I'm going to put that, move this FBQ up and then put the DEQ under, or put the DEQ there and then put the, so that will still run for the subs. That's okay. So I can, I think I'll be able to get the signal up a little bit higher, probably without maybe not clipping or anything, and get the signal level, because even for the surrounds, the signal level shows up a little bit too low on the level meters. When they glow a reasonable bright green level, that's around about 0. It's about around 0 dB or Dolby level, Dolby reference level. So I want to get the signal up a little bit, and then I'll worry about later whether get maybe some Barks something cheap to get the signal output from here, and then get that up, because I could get the SDDS up to plus 4 dB, but I got to run it with a software computer, and I hadn't had a recent Windows XP. I got the software still for it, and then there's a specific password code that you use to access the basically what I can hear going on inside. I think it might be possibly on this board here is a relay clicking. So to activate the plus 4 dB output, which is no big deal, I can't understand why they couldn't have manually put on here, because you can only adjust minus 16 dB and minus 10 dB. You can't click it to go up to plus 14 dB, up to 14 dB more, which is a heck of a difference in the sound level output, because the levels, even though they reach full level, but the output level is less on the, I need to get it up a little bit more higher. But I think I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow. Get in the back of the rack. Get in the back of the rack with my... Ooh, that's bright, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that halo. Oh, look, lens flare. Lens flare. You see that lens flare there? Oh, look. Oh, look, lens flares. Do it off at an angle, I think. Yeah, so I'll turn that off. Oh god, that strobe effect. Yeah, got a new head torch lamp. I've got another one, but all the LEDs started all going, you know, because they're all soldered individually, and this is a single one. So I suppose if this goes a bit faulty, it wouldn't be too much of a bother to just get the, you know. So that should, you know, I'm surprised you buy that and it's fully charged up. Wow. I wonder how long it lasts, you know, holds charge. And LEDs have got so better over the years with low sort of smaller but with high level output. I was gonna. They did have another one of these ones that had a lumen level of, I think it was something ridiculous, like 17,000 or 18,000. What the? I'd put my shadow on the wall if I was using one of those. This one is about 1,700 or so lumen. That's bright enough. Well, it's flipping blinding. As long as I turn it on here, it doesn't hurt my eyes because it's only going to the camera. Oh look, if I get a little bit nearer there, because I thought the image was going to totally wash out. Look at that. I'm surprised this blooming phone camera could adjust the ISO probably automatically there. I'll get it a bit more closer. Oh, that's a good effect, isn't it? Look at that. Ooh, I'll turn that off. Oh, that strobe effect was interesting. Because look, you can see the light frequency and the roll bars. Because the camera is on a different frame rate. And you get this flicker effect. If I were to flick my fingers in between, I'd have to do it very fast, mind you. You wouldn't see the line effect because in days of projection, no longer anymore. But there's a blade in the projector, and you've got the light going out. And if the fan blade thing mechanism was to malfunction, or if it was not set at the right shut off, you know, to turn the light on off, you just see the film just like you see this. Yeah, you'd see the film rolling down like you wouldn't see it like a still framed image of images moving, if you know what I mean. You'd see this line effect. Yeah, that's interesting. So I'll get that on and get the back of the rack. I've got a wire up in a few XLR, so I'm going to have to take some cables off because this is, I think it's balanced input. Yeah, it's balanced input, balanced output. I'm surprised. It's very weird. They made the CP45 that. They never made the CP200 or the 500 or the, I think maybe the 650, 750 are balanced. But it's weird, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so I'm going to get that in the rack tomorrow. And maybe fit in the SA10 in the rack, which is CP45, or yeah, get another one of these in the rack. I might as well tie these cables up now because I'm not using, well yeah, I still am, so I can monitor the THX or microphone all at the same time. Yeah, yeah, I've got a fourth one of these, so I'm going to put that in the other rack. Just monitoring because I recalibrated this the other day, just checking it. It's a little bit high on that channel there. That's left surround. That's right surround, and we're all going through the crown amplifier down there on the bottom for 1, 2 and 3. which are the left, and then 4, 5 and 6 are the right, and then 7 and 8 are the back surrounds, and then up to I think for centre middle back surround, it's on that amplifier up there, which is turned off at the moment because I'm not running that. So that's just the fold down track 424, because I'm on the PC computer, because if I could wire it differently, which is pretty difficult to do actually. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. I think I'll conclude that. Okay. So, wow. Oh, good gosh. Cat love. I saw cat love. Why do cats suddenly just, I don't know, one cat suddenly, bear, one moment, he goes psycho. Always bear, not magic. He always goes bonkers and starts attacking, don't you, bear? What's magic done to you? Nothing, he's done nothing to you. Gives you love, and then one moment you go psycho on him. And then the next it's like licking and making up. Oh right, yeah. Well, that's their relationship, but I don't allow fighting. Sometimes it's difficult to get between these two characters, particularly the bear, because he's like, his claws are pretty sharp. Yeah, your bean boy's fed. I'll feed you in the morning. You got some water? Meow. Meow.